remembered how busy this place was back in the day. Patients gobbling their stew or rubbing it on their faces. I could almost hear the sound of dishes clacking. I figured there was nothing of interest beneath that blanket, and I didn't want to touch it anyways. It was full of dust and dirty, like everything else here. Yeah, I know, but I like looking at that stuff. Despite its age, it was functional, as I had confirmed myself. Alright. The remains of an old, unidentifiable meal. I wonder if that was ever edible. Some faint moonlight leaked through the dirt, allowing me to find my way to the cafeteria. Or in the cafeteria. Alright, well, I guess we gotta get through here. The windows hadn't been cleaned in a long time. I can't believe this place is actually open and they're functioning. Uh-oh. Alright. It did not. The door seemed stuck, but almost gave way. How do I, Can I just... Let's look at my items. The letter opener seems sharp enough to cut through more than just paper. Hey, Gabby. Damn it. How do I get my freaking items out? Don't. No! Well, I can't open this. Oh, there we go. I can open it. Huh? We are here. There's the kitchen, laundry, therapy room. I think I gotta get to the therapy room. Oh my gosh. Stop it. What? I gotta get used to these controls. Did I hear somebody say hey? Like, I thought I heard somebody say hey. Hey, Jolt. Uh-oh. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Lenny.
Wow. Hello, Lenny. I didn't expect to find someone like you walking around.
Like you?
Oh, but you don't have to worry about me. I behave well. They allow me to walk alone and help.
Well, that's a relief then. I'm pleased to meet you, Lenny.
Now it's my turn to clean this corridor. Why are you here?
It's difficult to explain, Lenny. Some time ago, I was like you. I was being treated in this institute. But something happened. A terrible circumstance that I can't remember. And the truth is, I'm not feeling well. And I don't want to be treated again.
Yes, I know. It happened to me, too.
What? You too? But
What?
then...
I was here at that time when something happened.
Lenny, we need to talk more.
I'm pulling out my notes. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot to talk about.
Lenny, I'm having nightmares about my stay in the Institute. I think something terrible happened to us inside this place.
I am happy to help you, but I don't want to remember. They're sad memories.
But still, it's important we understand what happened to us. Can't you...
Please, no. Stop.
Sure, Lenny. I'm sorry.
What do you mean he needs face pants? Are you saying he's ugly? That he needs to have his face covered?
Lenny, I'm looking for the therapy room.
Yes, it's down the corridor.
Oh, then if you would just let me...
No, you can't go.
What do you mean?
I'm cleaning the corridor.
Okay, I'll just step right here, carefully, and avoid...
No, no, you'll ruin everything!
Fine. Please, don't scream.
Are you talking about his butt chin? Are you talking about his butt chin? I mean, he does have a butt chin. But you know who else has a butt chin? Leon Sausage Kennedy. He does. It's a good butt chin, too. Let's see.
The building is surprisingly deserted, isn't it?
It is. There aren't many like me, and I'm the only one who helps.
Do you know if there are more like you coming?
No. Sorry.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No. I'm sorry.
Fine.
About me.
Are you feeling bad?
That's one way to put it. My memories feel like they're broken. I've been here, that's one certainty, but some grisly event left my mind crippled.
I feel the same. My memories of that time are fuzzy. I liked being here. This place always made me feel comfortable until the event.
What did they do to us, Lenny?
Electric shock therapy.
If I'm unable to recall what happened, I'll lose my mind. These nightmares of visions are haunting me. They can happen anytime, any moment, and they disturb me to no end.
I don't think I have visions myself, but my mind isn't well either.
I can feel their flashbacks, as in actual moments that took place here, in this institute. Perhaps they're a sign that my mind is beginning to recover. We
No.
need to find the truth, Lenny.
It's PTSD.
I will help you.
You're not recovering. It is definitely PTSD.
Does the word Kirkbride mean anything to you?
That word reminds me of something. Someone said that. Oh no.
What, Lenny?
It was down below when I heard that word.
Down below?
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
We're gonna traumatize the fuck out of this guy.
I'm looking for details about a particular therapy group.
Therapy?
Well, my suspicion is that patients who participated in a series of therapy sessions were somehow connected to the circumstances that led to the closure of the Institute. Does this sound familiar to you?
Therapy groups. Yes. I remember them. I had many friends back then.
You do remember?
I remember the sessions. We were all there. They called us Team E.
Hold on. Did you mean Group E?
Yes, that's it.
But wait, you were saying that you were in Group E during the sessions?
Yes. I remember the letter E very well when they called us. And, Dr. Anne.
This is extraordinary, Lenny. Now we need to understand who else belonged in Group E. Did you hear anything else about this?
No.
No.
The Institute was shut down under strange circumstances, but I don't recall much about that period.
Me neither. We were in pain by then.
What is this about pain?
It was the pain that led to the shutdown. Down below.
Were they torturing us down there?
Did you hear anything else about this?
No.
Down below? What do you mean?
Yes. We were all happy until they took us to the floor beneath.
I assume you mean the basement. What happened there?
I don't want to talk about it. I want to forget. No more pain.
Please, Lenny. I really need to know what happened.
You need to
It will
remember.
help both of us.
That's where it all started. Down below. You should go and see for yourself.
Okay.
About the patients in Group E. You said you were there.
Yes, there were a few of us. Dr. Ann spoke often and encouraged everyone to speak too. At first it was nice. We enjoyed sitting next to each other. I think I remember you.
What?
Really?
It was a happy time, but then came the pain.
Pain? What are you talking about, Lenny?
I'm not sure, but it all started down below. I don't want to think about it.
Alright. I'm gonna make you think about it.
Let's talk some more about this Group E. You said you remember me.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm so sorry, Lenny, but I can't seem to remember you. It's been such a long time since I was here.
It's okay. You seem like a friend.
And I believe you're a friend too, Lenny.
Well, we're gonna ask again.
Who else was part of Group E? Please try hard, Lenny.
This is what comes to mind. Friends with fears and problems.
Such as?
I don't remember his name. A big man with the mind of a child. He had an accident and was terrified of fire. We could never talk about fire during the sessions. Dr. Ann forbade that.
What about the others? How many of us were in the sessions?
Oh, there was a woman. She had a baby inside,
Oh boy.
but she didn't like the baby and often hit her belly.
That sounds terrible.
My voice actor is something else.
Anyone else from Group E, Lenny? Just one more effort.
I don't recall the names. There was a man who was funny, but sometimes also mean. And another one with a funny accent. But please, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, fine.
What are your thoughts on Julia?
Who's Julia?
Okay, never
The
mind.
girl in the foyer. The receptionist.
Oh, yes. I saw her a few times, but we don't speak much. I'm too busy cleaning.
Have you met Dr. Miller?
Yes, briefly. I don't like him.
Why is that, Lenny?
He's hiding something. Be careful with him.
Did you hear anything else about this?
No.
About Dr. Ebersbaker.
Bebbers?
Ann Ebersbaker.
How do you even say
Oh,
her name?
Dr.
Everybody says it's
Ann,
different.
yes. I remember when we gathered the chairs around her. It was nice speaking with her.
What were the therapy sessions about?
Well, let me see. We talked about our problems, how to keep a healthy mind, our fears too, and how to cope with them. Dr. Ann made me feel well.
Lenny, I don't think Dr. Ann really cared about any of us.
Don't say that.
It's just things that I read about her research. She only cared about her reputation.
No, stop it. She made me feel happy. That is everything that matters. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Fine. Who's Bruno? Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Bruno?
He's the guard.
Who is that?
I'm referring to the security guard.
Oh, that man. I didn't know his name. We saw each other a number of times, but we don't speak. I think he's mean.
He is.
Yes, he does seem to have a bit of an attitude. So, what about you, Lenny? Do you roam the corridors all the time?
Oh, not quite. I'm assisting with the renovation of the building, cleaning as many areas as I can.
You seem to know your way around. What can you tell me about the Institute?
I don't know. It's nice. I like it in here. Feels like home.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long time. Years, as far as I can recall. They took me away all of a sudden, but I kept asking about Hanwell, and one day they brought me back.
But don't you want to leave and go outside, see the world?
Not really. Maybe I did want to leave a long time ago, but I've forgotten why. There's nothing out there for me.
This dude is definitely institutionalized. My guy does talk like he's reading the news or something. Alright.
Lenny, look at this.
Ah, that looks sharp. Please, put it back.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Alright, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do anything.
Sorry.
Alright, we gotta get out of here.
Well, Lenny, it was nice talking to you. I'll be on my way.
Wait, you said you wanted to know what happened?
That's right. I came here looking for answers.
Oh, I don't like these memories, but it all started down below.
Down below?
You keep saying
Yes.
that.
I've been trying to forget, but if you want answers, you should go there.
Why would I stab this guy? Well, he won't let me go. The door was firmly shut in place. Yeah. No, okay, he should. Oh, I guess I can go down below. Let's see. What's this? The cart is full of rubbish. Poor Lenny was going to have a lot of work cleaning up this place. Uh-huh. You know what? This is not very... There we go. How do I... Oh, you know what? I gotta find the freaking controls. Alright. Where are the controls? This is driving me crazy. Trying to get the damn items out. Load collections, credits, logs. No. It's not working. How do I pull the items out? What do you mean, please? Save this shit. How? It's not showing me how to cycle through. I can't pull them out. Alright, so there is some... See? I only have to... I need to open up this bag. Some button is not telling me which button. I know it's not the notebook. None of these buttons work. It's time to start pressing all the buttons. None of them work. Oh. What? They're not working. You know what? Screw it. You know what? I'm So the left pulls out. All right. It won't let me walk around with the letter. I don't know. I need to open up those bags. Of all the things that could prove useful inside this place, paint wasn't one of them. Oh, this looks lovely. Why is there no, like, controls? Let's see. Logs, collection settings. For fuck's sake. Pile of broken wheelchairs and random rubbish decorated the bottom of the staircase. Well. Can I, like, not pick these things up? Do I have to just keep an eye, you know, in mind so I can come back for them later? Not even moths cared about those filthy rags. Yes, I tried the scroll reel. It doesn't work. Maybe some time ago patients used to wear them, but at present they wouldn't serve as even dish rags. Well, dark like all the horrendous things which transpired inside this building. There's some kind of grating or trapdoor on the concrete floor. Padlock was rusted. I wouldn't be able to unlock it even with the key. Or maybe I can bash it with something. The burning fire in the boiler bathed the room in a sinister glow. Pipes in the room were covered with rust. What's this? For the time being, we've been able to proceed without raising much suspicion, but that won't last long. Yesterday, the absences from the yard were noticed, and Nurse Alice inquired about the missing patients. Sidestepping Ebersbacher and addressing me directly like that means the nurses are far more concerned than I imagined. As for Ebersbacher, I overheard her wondering aloud why her patients were covered in dirt if they hadn't been seen in the yard. It's a relief that Walter gave in to the idea of renovating our building. He's been growing too old-fashioned and stubborn. No doubt the failure of his invention hit him hard. He used to be keener on progress and the swift adoption of new modern technologies. But something deep inside him has changed. Now he's stuck in the past and has grown too attached to this building, his grandiose creation, which inevitably has to change. No matter we waited far too long and we need money, it always comes down to money. Until we're able to secure adequate funding, we have no choice but to resort to cheap labor. Being located in the countryside has its share of benefits, but procuring the manpower needed to remodel this place has proven to be quite a bit more challenging than expected, and always subject to the brutal reality of cost. At first, Walter insisted we select one patient from each group to minimize the risk of calling attention to their absence, but I argued that it was preferable to choose an entire close-knit group to avoid spreading unnecessary chatter that we couldn't control. Of course, in the end, they're all lunatics. Their word carries no weight compared to ours, but it's still desirable to keep gossip to a minimum. If one small group of mentally unstable people insists on discussing things the greater population knows nothing about, we could always contend that this isolated group is experiencing a collective hallucination. It's almost midnight and my turn to supervise the work. One of the patients mentioned an odd smell emanating from the newly opened tunnel. They always imagine the strangest things, but I think I heard a sort of hissing sound that puzzled me. This seems worth investigating. Can't believe it. As I approached the opening, there was a hint of haze or condensation in the air, and it smelled very unusual indeed. I can't describe it, but it felt old. Some kind of ancient, highly concentrated earthy smell. Curious about this, I instructed the patient, Leonard, I believe, to strike that wall one more time. I had to insist twice. His tool wedged open the crevice, which released a formidable stream of fumes. It's hard to convey on paper, but there was a change in air pressure, and the foul odor intensified throughout the tunnel. The patients are too nervous. I must seek Walter. Alright, so Leonard, I'm guessing, is Lenny? Let's see. The right boiler isn't working. Fortunately, the other one provided enough light to search the place. So they were digging down in the basement, and they were using probably Group E or whatever. I need something to bust this open. So when you see a wrench, so I guess I don't have anything I can, I don't know. Hold on. That looks like a door. The clothes had been hanging in a dark and damp place for a long time, and thus were covered in mold. I didn't want to go through the boxes, which seemed empty and were likely crawling with bugs. It's not cheating! We're trying to figure out how to get this to work. It wasn't explained very well when they first did it. Alright, so it's only giving me... I can't open that bag. It's only giving me the inspect.
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
Let's see. Anything else?
Lenny, I need to learn more. What's in the basement?
I don't like to remember that place, but something happened down there.
What am I supposed to do?
Just look in the rooms. You'll understand. And be careful.
Okay. Group E. Alright, well, that's not
Nice talking to you, Lenny.
He won't let me through here. If only I could pull out my letter opener, I could take care of him. And then I can get through this door. But the game won't let me use it on him. So, what am I supposed to do? Still there. Maybe I gotta go get the guard. Let me go see if I can find Bruno. Alright.
Hi again, Bruno.
Let's see.
Is there anything you can tell me about the basement?
I don't know, man. It's a basement. It hasn't been used in ages, and there's a foul stench coming from down there.
Interesting.
You find that interesting? Clearly you have unusual interests.
Well, Lenny's... I don't know. That letter said something about a foul stench.
I'm trying to determine which patients were part of this therapy group named E.
Listen, that sort of thing is way out of my jurisdiction, but I don't know of any ongoing therapies at the moment.
Not now. I mean in the past. Before the place was shut down.
Then there's no way I can help you with that. I wasn't even a security guard back then. But if it's so important to you, you can try Dr. Miller upstairs. He's more acquainted with that period of the Institute's history.
All right, thank you. That was actually helpful, Bruno.
I'm trying to be a better person. Not. Now leave me alone.
He didn't just say not. Also, why did the music get all intense?
What can you tell me about Lenny?
Who?
The patient who was cleaning the corridors.
Oh, Leo.
I think it's Leonard, but yes, that guy.
I don't appreciate him wandering around like that. But I guess he's okay. Doesn't look like he could do much harm to anyone. But I'll tell you this. I saw him a number of times getting too close to places he shouldn't be. Once I saw him entering and leaving one of the high-ranking offices.
What?
Now that's strange.
You bet. There's likely confidential information in there.
Lenny's holding out on me. He's holding out on me!
If you think Lenny is acting suspiciously, why don't you do something about it?
I've received explicit instructions to leave Leo alone.
What?
And that's what I'm doing. At least for now.
I'm
Alright,
done for now. Bye.
we gotta go interrogate Lenny. Hey, where's the one dude? Is he in here?
Hey, leave the patient alone.
What is he doing? He got like
Stop that. Hey, leave the patient alone.
What? I just want his attention. What do you mean, why does it look like Soylent Hill in here? Wait! Did you just say this reminds you of Soylent Hill? BB10. You know what? Now you understand. Rust is Soylent Hill. It's all Soylent Hill. Alright, we gotta go knock some sense into Lenny. He's holding out on us. Yeah, you do. You know.
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
He has a lot of moments.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about...
Oh my gosh, come on.
I should be on my way, Lenny.
I'll put my crazy on you if I wanna. Not like you can stop me. Cleaning tools. Did I miss anything? Alright, let me go and see if I can get into Dr. Miller's office. Oops, went too far. I think it's this way. Now that's archives. Water closet. Ebersbacher. Hawthorne? Which one is Dr. Muller's office? Janitor. You know what? I don't have a probe! That's your probe! I don't even know why you have a probe.
Sorry to bother you again, Julia.
Alright, let's see.
Do you know Lenny?
It's funny you call him Lenny like you were friends. Yes, I know Leonard. He's been around in the Institute for a long time.
It seems like he's taking care of janitorial services.
Oh yes, I understand it's a kind of treatment of, positive reinforcement. That's it. Leonard is the... what's an appropriate word for this? The most normal of the patients we have readmitted so far?
Yes, he seems quite nice.
Quite nice. He's a little crazy, but he's nice.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Why not?
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
So, there's a therapy group simply named E, and I'm interested in finding out more about the patients in that group.
We're talking about the past here, correct?
Right, before the reopening.
Well, that's a complicated one. There are few records left about how things were organized back then. What is your interest in this Group E?
I believe that I'm acquainted with those patients, but I'm not sure how many were in the group.
Your best bet is to seek out the individual reports for those people. Each patient used to have a printed sheet with their medical history, the room they were housed in, and whether they participated in any therapy sessions.
I see. Well, that's helpful enough, Julia. Thank you.
Maybe I can find that in Dr.
That's all for now.
Ebersbacher's,
I'll be back.
office. It was put there by an alien doctor. What? Archives. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Why are you trying to probe me? Where is Dr. Ebersbacher? Dr. Hawthorne. There we go. Hey, Sam. Oh, there's the picture with the naked woman. Sorry, P10. Alright, hold on. I wonder if I can use this. Clearly, I was obsessed with this statue. It would be great to be able to break something. No, nothing. What's my name? I don't even know what my name is. Let's see. Yeah, we saw this already. That you're just as innocent? I don't know. That's asking a lot. My name is not Jack. No, I want to look in. Oh, fine. Alright, there's nothing here. I feel like my character, his name would be like George. It's probably George. How do I get over there? Why am I stuck? Uh-oh. Wait, where's my file? Let's see. No. It's definitely... Let's see. There is nothing. I am not... my name is not Jack. What? Oh. No, but there's no name here. Look, name. Date of admission, diagnosis, schizophrenia. There is nothing. That's what I'm telling you. My name is George. I'm giving myself a name, and it's George. No, it's not! I must smack you. What am I supposed to do now? Somebody! Let me in. Freaking Lenny. Am I missing anything here? I gotta get this guy to move somehow. I do want to touch his cart. I'm gonna roll it down the stairs, and then I'll have to go downstairs and pick it all up, and then I can get past him. But this game does not want me to do that. Why can I look at these things? Well, this is really screwed up looking anyways, but... Clearly missing something. A disgusting carcass of a dead cat was a perfect fit for the gloomy ambiance of the basement. Ew. There's gotta be something in here. Can I pick up a rock or something? BB. Oh. I'm gonna say go look up some cheats, but what's this? Jonas Crawford, age 42, condition unstable. Therapy Group B. Profile, medium-sized male whose outlandish behavior and off-putting manners often disturbs his peers. A clear case of paranoia and deemed highly unstable. Even though he is slim and fairly short in stature, Jonas Crawford has been known to terrorize some of the most menacious patients with his wild, staring eyes. Oh. Fortunately, Crawford is often in good spirits, and whenever that happens, he can be one of the most joyful and amusing patients in the Institute. Constantly making jokes and lightening the mood, he is a fast talker and quite witty, too. He could have become a great comedian if not for his mental condition. However, just as he can be cheerful, he can also immediately turn violent and frequently causes harm both to his peers and his nursing teams. What, like bipolar? Crawford has an intense fear of darkness, which many specialists still cannot explain. Probably something from his childhood. Alright, well now I got something else to talk to people about. I feel like I should be picking up way more shit, though. Like, why am I not picking up a bunch of shit? Oh. Alright. I did! I read it already. Couldn't see a thing down the corridor. I needed some light source to proceed. Oh, man. Now I gotta go talk to more people about this Jonas Crawford guy.
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
Alright, let's see.
Are you familiar with the name Crawford?
Right. Crawford. He was in our group with Dr. Ann. He made many jokes. So funny. I laughed a lot with him. But he also had a scary look on his face. Sometimes he just went crazy.
Do you know what happened to him?
No. One day, he just disappeared.
He's dead.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I should be on my way, Lenny. Stay safe.
Why can't I just break this place up? I gotta be missing something obvious. What's this? Voila, obvious. 2. Adhering to the Kirkbride Principle. For most of its existence, the Hanwell Mental Institute adhered to the Kirkbride Plan, with 2 long wings extending to the west and east for male and female patients respectively. The Kirkbride Plan was a building as cure, modeled for mental hospitals, focusing on healing mental illness through layout design and a strategic staffing hierarchy. Similar institutes built using this plan exhibited varied architectural styles, but the majority adopted the familiar Batwing arrangement. This consisted of sections of rooms branching off from a central structure, allowing each area in the building to benefit from exposure to natural light and proper air circulation. Before the Kirkbride Plan, the mentally ill were kept in regular houses or prisons without appropriate facilities, or were concealed in public buildings. Thomas Story Kirkbride, the psychiatrist who designed the Kirkbride Plan, believed the layout of mental hospital buildings was of prime relevance to patient treatment. Various patient distribution criteria were applied within each establishment, such as separation of high-risk patients from lower-risk ones. Kirkbride emphasized to psychiatric professionals the importance of keeping patients busy with tasks, since it benefited their mental health and also helped with the maintenance of the grand buildings. So basically, indentured servitude. Yeah, they did. They did like to type. What? It's one of the things I excel at, typing. Alright, well. I do it all the time. get this turned on. Another broken switch. Alright. It's time to start looking this up. What? What clickety-clack game? Oh, it's the guy. Like, I don't know what he's doing with his foot. But he's don't got nothing on his butt. Alright. You could barely see anything. It's just his butt. And I think he's like cutting a toenail or something. It looks like he's doing something to his toenail. Look. Probably got a freaking hangnail or something. Probably does. Got a hangnail.
Hi, Julia. I forgot to ask you something. Do you know of anyone called Crawford?
No, I'm sorry.
Damn it!
See
Fine.
you later, Julia.
Okay, I'll give you that one. He probably did step on a Lego. Oh, man, back and forth. Now I gotta go talk to Bruno. And walk back and forth with these guys again, screaming and crying.
Hey, Bruno. Ever heard of a patient called Crawford?
Crawford? No, I'm sorry. Then again, it's not like I pay much attention to the patients' names.
No worries. Thank you. I'm done for now.
Okay. What? It wouldn't be polite to enter Bruno's office while he was inside? But I'm not polite. Aw, Leon's laying, sleeping in the bed on my desk. He got in trouble last night, jumping up on top of the shelves above Chusbin's desk, and then he was gonna fall off, and Chusbin caught him and scratched the hell out of his arm. And then Leon was in the living room just looking with his eyes like little saucers because he was like terrified. Because, you know, Chusbin caught him. He's like, no. And then he screamed because he got gouged in the arm. And then Leon's just like, oh my god. Poor Leon. Alright, so what? I'm gonna start looking this up. If they won't let me do something here, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, am I gonna be here for 2 hours? Just not even getting anywhere? There's nothing for me to do. I don't have anything in my inventory. No! No, not 2 days. What, Sam? You would think for me being able to pick these things up, I can do something with them, but you can't. Nope, you just look at them. How is he gonna do that? How is that even gonna happen? No. Am I supposed to see something on here? It's like, why? Why even have me pick it up and have it all fully modeled if I can't do anything with it? There's all types of, like, bricks and coal and shit I could be using to try and break that open. I don't think there's anything else in here. For a moment, I seemed to hear a faint scratching noise coming from inside the boiler, but I quickly attributed that thought to a trick of my imagination. Oh, yeah, that was a little nod to scratches. What? Did I just turn the power on? Oh. Oh, we actually got some power now. Gate was locked. Echoes of distant flowing water came from downstairs. It was hopeless. The door was firmly shut in place. Years of rust and neglect had sealed the door. Oh boy. How is it like nobody stacks up beds and shit and chairs right? They just toss them in here. Where is the organization? Looked awfully dangerous, so I kept my distance. The problem was, like, there's nothing I could do with the circuit box while there was electrical current in it. I was bound to suffer the same fate as that rat. Whatever. We eventually folded after a while. Okay, I gotta turn this electricity off, but I need to have something to light my way down here so I can, Alright, let's see. There's nothing worth mentioning. That didn't deserve my attention. Well, did I put the rat in my inventory? Did I put it in my pocket? Looked awfully dangerous, so I kept my distance. What am I supposed to do? Alright. No, I could hurt myself. I didn't need to cut that. So none of that's helping me. Damn it. I think I need a flashlight or something. Alright, well, let's see, maybe... Emergency lighting wiring. So I have to turn the power completely off, fix whatever's going on with this box, but I don't have anything that can do that. Nothing of note. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't let me pick anything up. I swear, this is the first point-and-click adventure where you cannot pick up anything. You just look at shit. Do I have anything new on my... Yes. Fix the lights in the... Electrical insulation was quite old, like everything else in the Institute, and thus a complete section in the basement was shrouded in darkness. I had to find some way to restore the power. Is there anything that I can try and, like... Oh, it's probably me just going, woo! I feel better now. To go to the bathroom. You're like, whew. You know how it is. Now you don't know how it is. Well, it is how it is.
Oh, one more thing.
Alright, stop bugging this woman, but...
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm done for now.
You know what, I'll go bug Lenny about it. Anything in here? Yeah, why can I look at these glasses, but I can't pick them? I can't actually put them in my inventory. I have a feeling it's the type of game where you can't actually pick something up until you need it. Which is gonna bug the shit out of me. All things considered, rearranging the tables and cleaning up a bit wouldn't take too much time. Well then, why don't you do it? What I assumed was an alarm button didn't work. It might have been used to alert security of any troublesome patients during visits. Is there anything in the janitor closet, maybe? Let's see. Nothing importance. Broken and useless. Oh yeah, I think Dr. Miller's upstairs. There is nothing here. What the hell does this game want me to do? I had no use for those cleaning liquids. Yeah, I didn't find anything in the basement. I'm going back. This game needs fast travel. It needs something. I did check all the doors. You know, if Lenny would just finish... No, I don't want to talk to you, Lenny.
Lenny.
Yes?
I'm getting out of
See
here.
you around, Lenny.
Alright, so... What the heck? I thought I checked this. Hold on. Oh yeah, this is the freaking furnace room. Oh, there it is. This is not giving... I can't see anything. It was impossible to see anything in the room. I had to find a way to restore the lights. Oh, finally something. It's a wire cutter. You know this one? I need a flashlight. Hey, Mar. Alright, here we go. Okay. It was not the most professional electrical job, but it would hold. Would it? Alright. Is this the right room? I don't know. Yeah, it is. I think I got it. Alright, there. Finally. I can't open that door. Alright, that one's not opening, but hold on. I keep going past these dang doors. Alright, tools and machinery lay scattered across a construction area, seemingly abandoned in chaos. Walls were cracked, peeling under the weight of the years, and the metallic scent of rust mixed with an earthy smell. It went too fast! I can't remember, whatever, or something. Mixed with an earthy smell permeated the room. An opening in the construction area was boarded up. A cart which had seen better days was in the corner of the construction area. So, what the heck? I'm gonna be able to get like a crowbar or something? There's a pickaxe, but I can't pick it up! Do you guys see that pickaxe? I see it right there. Oh, man. I can get it. Yeah, wait, what's going on? This must have been where we were digging. They were using us as manual labor. For the first time, I felt like there was a clear purpose or meaning behind a vision. My mind was trying to unearth an important memory. What were a group of patients doing in the basement? What were we forced to do here? The tools seemed oddly familiar to me. A feeling of unease came over me as I looked at these wooden boards. Only I could pickaxe everything. Why is this all bricked up? Oh, more readings. Move to the unit system. Over time, mental hospitals built using the Kirkbride system began to present numerous maintenance and operational problems. Faults in the design led to unforeseen practical difficulties, and their rigid layouts prohibited efficient expansion. The Kirkbride plan soon became a significant problem in mental health. Since many mental hospitals are state-funded, a combination of budget cuts and high maintenance expenses spelled doom for the principles of the Kirkbride plan. Why are they so focused on this design? Personnel wages, medications, medical appliances, coal for the boilers, electrical maintenance, and sewage services represented but a small fraction of the costs of keeping such large establishments operating. With the general high levels of stress and economic issues also impacting the public in modern society, experts warned of a surge in mental health disorders and an increased need for specialized treatment centers. Thus, the demand for mental hospitals kept growing, even as institutions adhering to the Kirkbride plan afforded only slow and costly construction. Concern intensified in the field as psychiatrists and medical professionals began to question the theory that architecture played a role in mental health. And so the prestigious Hanwell Mental Institute sought to adapt, as did many other mental hospitals, by undergoing extensive remodeling according to a new design philosophy that came to be known as the unit system. Instead of a single sprawling building, the various departments in such establishments would be separated into smaller discrete structures. With this new approach, a purely administrative building would have no physical connection to one housing patients. To achieve this ambitious goal, many existing Kirkbride institutions resorted to constructing utilitarian underground tunnels connecting various buildings, since aesthetics were no longer a concern. Okay, but what does this have to do with anything? Yes, we got to 11 p.m. Finally. I don't know which way's the right. Yep, that's not the right way. Yeah, in the game. No, 11 p.m. No, I got 40 minutes to go, Gabby. The window was broken, and a thick veil of darkness hung over the cell. Probably abandoned. The cell door was tightly shut. Hey, isn't that, Larry? The door wouldn't open. It was such an inspiring view. Not. Who wrote this? Who thinks not is a good writing these days? Despite all the clutter in the room, there was nothing inside the cabinet. Where did those... Aha! Bruno was nowhere to be seen, and I needed access to more places, so I took his keys with me. And I was proud of it. I'm proud I took his keys. I don't care what anybody says. Alright. What's in here? Look, I'll give him back. I'm just borrowing. I'm just borrowing these keys for a little bit. There's no law that says I can't borrow Bruno's keys. So Heather. Yeah, who's gonna put me there? Nobody. That's you. What judge? Alright, well, there's nothing unlocked here, but I gotta get upstairs. Gate is locked. Echoes of a distant... Okay, well, what... Oh. The lock clicked with a somewhat pleasant sound as I turned the key, which echoed throughout the corridors in the gloomy area downstairs. A fetid smell made me lose my balance as I prowled into the sewers. For a moment, I thought about running away and leaving this godforsaken place behind me. Oh, that sucks. It's always... Well, I haven't had good, like, desk speakers in years, but... finding good ones... Especially with, like a subwoofer, those are the best. Thick chains prevented me from going that route. The sewer extends who knew for how long, but it was impossible to proceed anyway. gauge presumably showed that water was still flowing through this pipe. I assumed that I could use a valve to turn the spigot. I need a valve. Ooh, yeah, you don't want burning. Don't want a burning smell. This tube seemed to indicate the water level left in what I assumed was a septic tank. Greenhouse, balcony, hydra, sewers. The gate at the end of the sewers seemed to open only under certain conditions, possibly related to water pressure. Okay, I need to find like a... I took the valve with me. Alright, let's... The gate at the end of the sewer seems to open only... Okay, well, what is the conditions? Do I have to completely shut off all the water? I don't see any other... I didn't need to use this anymore. Ugh! There's gotta be another valve somewhere. Or a place for a valve. Alright, so I guess I gotta do it. The balcony, the greenhouse, well, I don't have what I need. So, I think I gotta turn it off in the greenhouse, the balcony, and the hydro... I don't know what the hydro is. Hydrotherapy, maybe? And I don't have access to those places yet, so... Well, I got these keys. Might as well go check some offices. Journal is updated. Lenny's gone! I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna stomp around really loud so, what's her name? What's her butt gets mad? What was her name again? I don't know, I keep forgetting. It's in my thing. Hold on. Julia. I keep thinking it's Lisa for some reason. I don't know why. Patients were allowed to pay short visits to the haunting museum of the Institute, which, rather than a sanctuary of science and erudition, had now turned into a grotesque carnival of abominations. This is my kind of place. Are those ears? This exhibit displayed hands of various shapes submerged in some kind of liquid. An abomination of nature. A baby with a gut-wrenching birth defect. It was a jar with something odd inside. An organ shaped like a pastry? Hideous. Human brains. Charming. I wanted to find hideous stuff, okay? A series of radiographs showed various areas of the human body. Looked like some kind of animal. Another twisted feature of this gloomy museum. Because it's a horror game, right? I want to find horrific stuff. Does that not... Come on. Does that not make sense? That guy does not look happy. Patient undergoing some painful treatment. They should give that guy some whiskey. That would help with the pain. Picture depicted someone important with some sort of gory medical intervention happening to him, behind him. It's probably like an autopsy or something. Or one of those surgery theaters. Complete human skeleton. It seemed real. Probably was real. I bet. These guys were experimenting on these peoples. Why were there so many skulls in this museum? Medical instruments of various types. Rebecca Bierce, age 31, condition unstable. Ooh. E. Profile. Rebecca Bierce did not suffer any specific ailments early in life, but fell victim to violent sexual assault as an adult. She was found in a state of shock by the authorities who rescued her, and after a medical examination, Rebecca was found to be pregnant. The perpetrator was never apprehended. During the period following the assault, Bierce exhibited delusional behaviors and panicked whenever men were in the same room as her. Thereafter, following strict attention and care, she gradually began to recover and return to her senses while coming to terms with her new condition. Bierce eventually managed to begin socializing with her peers and to feel more comfortable in the presence of men. Regrettably, she has recently suffered an inexplicable breakdown and is experiencing frequent neurotic fits. She mistreats both her peers and the nursing team using foul, highly offensive language while screaming and kicking. In 2 incidents, Bierce was found repeatedly hitting her stomach and insisting that her unborn child was spawned from hell. I know. Sad. Sad! Some instruments for unknown purposes, which I didn't want to discover. Several skulls were arranged on the shelf. Many of them appeared to have been drilled into. Lobotomies! Lobotomies! Oh my gosh, they're actually doing them. This door wouldn't open, but perhaps the right key would let me in. The key ring wouldn't unlock this door. I guess Bruno didn't have clearance to go everywhere. What do you mean, no? Solarium used to be a clean and peaceful spot to relax amid the sunbeams. Quite the opposite of its present and sorry condition. I felt a brief sense of melancholy. Trepanation? I'm not looking that up. Ooh. Oh, it's insect repellent. I was hoping it was laudanum. Oh. The solarium was in shambles with debris and assorted garbage scattered all around. The window was shattered, allowing a cold breeze to chill the room. I of the windows were here seem to have survived a long period of neglect. Yes, give me my opium. The stove didn't work. Another dirty and broken window. What a sad state for this once beautiful solarium. All things considered, the intruding vine had brought a little life to this room. Well, a large hole in the roof didn't precisely convey a sense of security. That's fine, but I still say lobotomies. Plus, I need to find a stash of laudanum in here somewhere. I'd seen plenty of depressing environments in the Institute by then, but the chilling morgue was on a whole different level of decrepitude and decay. I had no idea what these papers could mean. The jar contained a repulsive liquid. Shards of broken glass protruded from a broken cabinet, suggesting it was best to steer clear. Alright, this is definitely a freaking morgue. Time to start opening cabinets. There was no way to open this. The handle of this compartment was stuck. Oh boy. It was empty. There's nothing these numbers meant to me at present. Oh boy, I better write it down. Leon, I need a pen. I need a pen, baby. So cute. No, why you bite it? Stop biting. Okay. A258. He likes to bite. He is a biter. You get very nippy. Okay. No, it wasn't Julie. It's Leon. See, I gotta write these down. C080. I don't know where Julie is. It's probably upstairs. Laying on the pile of towels in the bathroom. Oh. They look like brains kept for research. Empty jars, thank goodness. E103. Guessing we're gonna have to come back for these. Alright, I got. Wait, was that? Yeah, I had that one already. I gotta open all these. Ooh, what a disgusting mess. It seemed like someone did this on purpose, perhaps a sort of protest? It seemed like a stock of blood, perhaps meant to be analyzed. Yeah, that is a weird protest, I agree. Just a pile of empty flasks scattered on a tray. Alright, I'm not getting the ones at the top. Alright. A hook attached to a rail, evidently meant for moving human bodies with ease. Ew. The hook behind me seemed to move a bit and was evidently part of this mechanism. I didn't need to move anything at present. More broken glass. This didn't seem to happen by mere accident. Had the Institute been vandalized while it was closed, or did this happen while it was still operating? Some organ, bizarrely still fresh, was in the tray. Some boxes and hammers. I shivered in disgust while pondering what they may have been used for. Just a regular dirty rag with some bloodstains on it. Ugh. There were a few frightening tools inside this drawer. Random junk was scattered inside this drawer. A strange contraption occupied a large part of the drawer. I didn't want to know about its purpose. It looks like it could possibly be some sort of saw. Handle wouldn't turn. Am I gonna have to put a body on this thing? I think I'm gonna have to. I have to determine which of these bodies I need to examine. I could make out some organic material submerged in a transparent liquid. Formaldehyde, perhaps? And an old worn-out microscope. Several glass flasks of different sizes, yet all empty. Some neatly aligned flasks and more rather disorganized items in here. Am I like supposed to find anything in these drawers? Empty jars and dirty rags. That didn't deserve my attention. Only some random stuff in here. Nothing interesting in here. That looks like a piece of a bone. Just a bunch of boxes stacked. What a waste of space. Looked like some kind of box with dividers, as if it was meant to have cards put in it. A small moving table, likely used to transport instruments during autopsies, had nothing on it. Alright, I think we're gonna have to come back here eventually and probably get one of those bodies out of there. Faucets didn't work here, running the Morgans usable, or at least I hope so. Unfortunately, the lamp didn't turn on. Foul smell from the broken urinals permeated the whole room. I was thankful that I couldn't see anything in those toilets, through all the dark surrounding me. Oh, we have running water. The water seems clean. Oh, I need to keep that in mind for later. Why am I looking at that? To be raw water flowing in this spot. I'm not gonna stick my arm in it. It's only James. He's got the toilet thing going on. Ooh, laboratory. A laboratory greeted me with a hint of a sinister ambience. The greenish lighting and fetid smell only contributed to convey an airy sense of the organic. Also, who was that man in the corner? There's somebody in here? Alright, well, I'm gonna go ransack this place first, and then I'll go talk to him. Vacant cabinet seems to be pure decor. It didn't deserve my attention. Aw. These rats are dead, I think. These cages reminded me of my own condition, confined and searching for meaning. What is this picture? Faucet was so rusty that it couldn't be turned. Hanwell Mental Institute. The Influence of Ambrose Miller. Another notable chapter in the Chronicle of Hanwell Mental Institute involves the cordial relationship that developed between Walter Hanwell and Dr. Ambrose Miller, a renowned chemist researching experimental drugs. Dr. Miller first achieved widespread fame overseas due to his involvement in the standardization of clinical drug trials, including the use of placebo-controlled and double-blind tests. Regrettably, Dr. Miller's accolades came to an abrupt halt after the devastating It's influence. You know what? It's influence. I don't care what you said. I don't know how to say this. Thalidomide, I think, a tragedy, in which thousands of babies were born with malformed limbs as the result of their mothers making indiscriminate and unsupervised use of the drug to treat nausea during their pregnancies. It has been said that Dr. Miller's insistence on demonstrating drug efficacy with no regard for safety played a significant role in this dark chapter of modern science, or medicine, since his insistence that patients adopt use of thalidomide has been recorded in multiple testimonies. Following this shameful debacle, Dr. Miller shied away from the public eye and became a recluse, maintaining communication with only a handful of select colleagues. It was during this quieter phase in his career that he began to exchange a feverish stream of missives with Dr. Hanwell. No one knows the exact nature of their ardent debates. It was established by acquainted sources that Dr. Miller was fascinated by the ambitious goals of his colleague, as well as the luxuriously equipped laboratory in his institute. But it was also rumored that these professionals shared a passion for the non-secular side of medicine. More recently, Dr. Miller emerged from his seclusion and, during an interview, expressed interest in becoming a staff member at Hanwell Mental Institute. All right. No, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. At some point in the past, the laboratory may have been suitably equipped, but at present, it was a complete mess. Well, I guess we're talking to this guy. Some strange lab equipment.
Hello? Am I interrupting something?
Who are you?
I'm a former member of the Institute. I came here tonight to look into some docket.
Well, this is highly irregular. Did Julia let you in?
Yeah.
I'll need to have a word with her. As you can see, the building is not in a condition for you to go anywhere you please.
It's all Julia's fault.
Oh, but I'm only going to the allowed areas.
This area is not allowed.
Sorry, my mistake. But would you mind if I asked you some questions?
I was in the middle of something important, but go ahead.
I assume you are...
I'm the new director of the Institute, Dr. Ambrose Miller. My purpose here is to honor the vision of my former colleague, Dr. Walter Hanwell.
Pleased to meet you.
Alright. So, here we go. Half hour worth of
Julia
talking.
seems to be a nice member of the new Hanwell family.
Our new receptionist. I don't have much to say. I just met her earlier this morning.
She's doing a fine job. Must be difficult putting a nice face to all this filth.
Filth?
I'm sorry, I mean, let's talk about something else. So, you're the famous Dr. Miller.
Famous? Not quite. At least not around these parts. I'm just a humble servant who wishes to continue with Walter's grandiose dreams.
How so?
As soon as I heard this establishment was ceasing operations, I made arrangements to be transferred here, hopefully continue Walter's work. My connection in the field of medicine across the years proved valuable, as here I find myself as the new director in charge of this reopening.
You seem quite attached to this building and its history.
I wasn't involved in those days, just acquainted with the philosophy of Hanwell Institute. The hospital used to be an illustrious example of what the will of man can accomplish. All I'm doing here is picking up the pieces and fulfilling that dream.
One more thing, Jerry.
Who?
Jerry!
I'm sorry, Dr. Miller.
Listen, I should get back to my work.
Is this the voice actor for Jerry? Come on, I love Jerry. He was the best.
About Dr. Ebesbaker.
The therapist?
Yes, I'm curious about her role at the Institute.
She was well positioned in the ranks at Hanwell, respected career and all. But if you ask me, she was a failure.
A failure? Why?
So you think Dr. Ebesbaker was part of the reason why the Institute ceased operations?
No, at least not just her, but she was another component in the equation. I believe her foolish rivalry with Hawthorne distracted Walter from a greater purpose. And Hawthorne, well, he wasn't a saint of my devotion either.
About this,
Nothing.
We have said all there was to say on the topic.
Fine.
do you know Bruno?
Of course I know Bruno. He's our security guard.
Is there anything of interest you could tell me about him?
Not really. He's just a security guard.
But he's working in your establishment and contributes to a greater goal. You can't possibly operate this place without security.
Look, if you want to form a union with Bruno, be my guest. I need to keep working with this dangerous chemical.
Why such intolerance?
I have a highly dangerous chemical right here.
Fine.
I see, he's working with hydrochloric acids.
Have you seen a patient wandering around?
The one who's cleaning the rooms? Yes. Leonard, I believe.
That's who I mean, yes. Is it safe to speak with him?
Certainly. Perfectly safe, otherwise we wouldn't allow him to roam freely. I'm not familiar with his case, though. We are simply continuing with the same treatment he had in the past.
What treatment is that?
Which is?
He likes to help. How can we say no?
I'm fine. What about Crawford?
Does the name Crawford ring a bell?
Not in the least.
So, I assume you were acquainted with Walter Hanwell.
Quite so. Walter was a friend. We maintained ample correspondence over the years. Many subjects, both from the field of medicine and life itself, were our common interest. Many times I toyed with the idea of coming here to work with him. Alas, fate had a different plan for us.
What do you mean?
Well, the circumstances you're obviously familiar with. I was finally prepping myself for a greatly belated visit when all of a sudden the Institute shut down. Walter had been a friend in writing for many years, yet regrettably I never got to know him in person.
It's odd that you were such a close friend with Dr. Hanwell, yet only exchanged letters.
I don't see what's so odd about that. Some people prefer the expression and flair of the written word, especially someone as enlightened as Walter was. We never even spoke on the telephone. Always preferred the intimacy of the prose. You see, Walter was a very reserved fellow. He didn't like public appearances, nor to be photographed, and I respected that. In a way, it made our relationship more intriguing. We connected down to the purest level, our thoughts.
There's one more.
Alright.
Please, enough.
Fine. I'm gonna talk to you about all these other things.
Don't you think it's a bit rash to bring in patients under such deplorable conditions?
I don't like your accusing tone. There's an ongoing housing crisis for mental patients. Would you rather have them tossed into the streets?
That's not what I meant.
Be that as it may, I'm not proud of the circumstances surrounding this reopening, but we have an obligation to provide shelter for these patients. It's a temporary measure.
What kind of patients are you currently admitting?
Mostly low-risk ones, because we don't have enough security at the moment. There's only one high-risk patient that I know of in the establishment tonight.
And those are patients from other mental hospitals, which no longer have room for them?
That is the plan, although we are prioritizing patients who were previously admitted to Hanwell. When the institute shut down, all of a sudden, it aggravated an already serious housing crisis for mental health patients.
I forgot to ask something else.
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to ask you about all these other things.
What condition would you say can lead to chronic hallucinations?
In my experience, extreme stress. For example, panic attacks. Abuse of illegal drugs and other substances too. But most likely it would be something related to the brain, a physical problem, such as an imbalance of neurotransmitters. Schizophrenia can cause hallucinations as well.
Thank you for the thorough explanation.
Yeah, I'm having hallucinations.
Why did Hanwell shut down all of a sudden?
That's not a topic we are discussing here, as you can imagine.
I'm interested in learning the truth.
Truth these days is a social construct.
Oh, come on. A fact is still a fact, and there must be a reason why this place closed doors.
Mismanagement. Hanwell got too careless. He trusted the wrong people.
But
That is all I'm saying on this topic.
Oh, come
Just
on.
one more thing. Would you say it's possible that, amid all the chaos, patients were wrongfully discharged?
I know patients were relocated from one institute to the other, as is the current case for our reopening.
Yet it's possible.
Yes, of course, it's very possible. The glorious Hanwell Institute may have let loose dangerous lunatics in the streets amid a media circus. Satisfied now?
Sure. Let's drop the subject.
Was I one of the crazy patients? Maybe. I
Are you
was
familiar
wrongfully
with the term
discharged.
Group E?
Yes, that's a therapy thing. Patients were organized into small groups and encouraged to discuss their fears and problems in confidence. In a more controlled environment, they were treated by, what was her name?
Dr. Ebers-Baker?
Yeah, and?
Her, yes. I see you're acquainted with the history here.
I've been reading some records on the topic.
Careful, you might stumble onto things you're not meant to read.
But,
I forgot to ask something else.
alright, fine. He's gonna say
I'm
no.
sorry.
Alright.
Do you know anything about the construction below?
I'm aware of renovation plans that didn't come to fruition. The structure of the building was typical Kurt Bride. Since its inception, a style which became dated over time. Mind you, this was true of all mental hospitals of this area. All Kirkbride establishments were forced to change, or perish.
Why this whole fascination with the Kirkbride architecture?
You could say that Walter was a romantic, too attached to the old ways. He erected this building quite late in his lifetime, when the Kirkbride design was already beginning to exhibit its flaws, and he paid a price for it.
What I don't understand is the purpose of digging in the basement.
It makes perfect sense. That's typically how the migration of the so-called unit system worked. Underground tunnels.
So they were just basically using them for cheap forced labor.
I'm wondering how a network of underground tunnels is so attached to the concept of a unit system.
To begin with, the unit system is a term that didn't catch on. It was meant to convey the notion of units of buildings, concerned with a single aspect for the everyday operation of a mental institute. One building for administrative offices, another for surgical interventions, then male and female infirmaries separated, and so on. The hospital border in Buenos Aires is a good example of such a system of buildings.
Okay.
There's one more.
Alright,
Please, and
let's see.
The reason I'm here is to research the older history of the Institute, from its heyday until the strange circumstances of its collapse.
as you can imagine, that's not a topic we like to discuss here. We prefer to look forward, not back in the past.
Well, as the new director, aren't you interested in what happened?
That remark seemed slightly insulting.
I didn't mean to.
Look,
Yeah, I did.
It was all a sorry episode that none of us are proud of. And those responsible have long since been apprehended. And that's the end of it.
Apprehended?
Just one more question.
Why are you so interested in learning about the past?
Well, I was here in the Institute around that time, but I don't quite recall all the events that transpired. Those unfortunate circumstances deeply affected me, and I must understand why.
What was your role in the Institute?
I used to be with patients most of the time.
This is all becoming a waste of my time. What was the question?
Were you acquainted with the Institute back in those days?
Only tangentially. This is my first time here.
All right.
And that concludes this conversation.
Oh, it doesn't.
Could you tell me where the therapy room is?
You know, Julia can help you with such mundane needs. I have better things to do than stating the obvious.
Sorry. Let's change the topic. Have you seen the patient Lenny around?
Lenny? Ah, yes, you mean Leonard. Yes, I believe he's somewhere on this floor, cleaning a corridor.
Thank you. I forgot to ask something else.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
I guess I don't need to talk
Thank you for
about
your
that.
time, Dr. Miller.
Alright, well... What the hell did they find under there? Here. Oh, it's Lenny.
Lenny, I've been in the basement. You were right.
Really?
Yes, I was there before. And you too. I had this memory. We were working together in some kind of construction project. What were we doing down there?
I don't recall. Everything is so fuzzy.
Lenny, you have to make an effort. This is important for our sakes.
I don't want to, please. I don't want to remember. It hurts.
Okay, don't worry, Lenny. Let's try something else.
What? Alright, let's see.
Did you ever meet the former director of the Institute, Walter Hanwell?
I'm not sure. I saw many people walking around in the Institute in the past, but no one ever told me who Hanwell was.
I see. Thank you.
I don't think that's gonna get me very much.
Nothing else
I don't want to...
Okay, fine. Topics, tasks.
Do you remember anything about the sewers down in the basement?
Me? No, I've never been there. And I don't want to.
I believe there's something important down there. Is there anything you can tell me about the sewage system in the building? There is a sort of septic chamber or tank that can't be opened.
It's complicated. I remember seeing spots where you can put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing sound near those spots.
Pressure, maybe.
Yeah, basically. Alright. What do you mean you're gonna give me a spoon for digging in tunnels?
See you around, Lenny.
I'm pretty sure I was insane. I might still be insane, to be honest. But You know what? I'm walking around and people are like looking at me like I'm a normal guy. I'm just gonna keep going with it. What's in here? Museum. Alright, I can't get in there. Alright, let's go back downstairs. Ooh, maybe I can go upstairs. What's up here? Why won't it let me go up there? Oh, come on. Oh. That seems to be Lenny's cart. Perhaps he was getting ready to clean the topmost floor. I said I'd come back later. Laundromat. The stench of these clothes is quite unbearable. I didn't think even a good wash would fix that. Oh, let's see. Unsettling rumors. In later years, dissatisfied employees at Hanwell Mental Institute began to circulate wild stories about mistreatment on the part of the executive staff. At the time, authorities ascribed the rumors to the general atmosphere of discontent at the institute, as it was a matter of public knowledge by then that the erstwhile international prestige of the establishment had faded, its glory days long gone. The building was in an appalling state of disarray, displaying an evident lack of direction and maintenance. The situation became more serious when family members of patients began reporting an alarming number of injuries to the bodies of their loved ones. These ranged from severe bruises to burn marks and, in the more extreme cases, fractures. Initially, the injuries were thought to result from unfortunate accidents related to the known issues besetting the mental hospital, including underfunding, understaffing, and growing workplace animosity. Eventually, however, burgeoning pressure from the public eye and human rights organizations prompted authorities to initiate a series of investigations into the establishment for the insane. Interviews with institute staff ensued. Testimonies from low-ranking workers and nurses included descriptions of anguished shrieks echoing throughout the hallways, their precise sources difficult to locate. In one of the most sinister accounts, an anonymous report suggested the screaming was coming from underground. Other stories mentioned the disappearance of a certain number of patients, a phenomenon that often happened during the night. But the most chilling rumor of them all was that the patients were being deliberately subjected to various forms of torture. When questioned about these scandalous allegations, Dr. Ellis Hawthorne dismissed them as the gossip of employees not fit for their jobs. He argued on record that the distressing screams originated from the high-risk section, in which dangerous patients with a history of violence would regularly experience psychotic fits. As for the patients disappearing from their cells, he stated that it was common for them to get lost in the monumental building, with hours sometimes passing by before they were found. Yet another reason why the upgrade to the unit system layout was the top priority of the administration, Hawthorne added. During this period of upheaval, Dr. Hanwell himself opted for a perplexing silence, never publicly commenting on the situation, with circumstances spiraling out of control. Authorities continued to closely follow the events transpiring at Hanwell Mental Institute. You have not been saying it for 27 years. Stop it. The size of the institute demanded large and industrial washing machines to keep up with the demand. The majestic yard in which so many patients communed and healed together was now in a sorry state, barely serving as a mere shortcut across the institute. The shed appeared to be locked. There used to be such a pleasant smell in the yard. Hopefully they'd be able to help this place regain its former glory. The discarded appliance gave me weird vibes. It's almost as if someone had intentionally placed it in that spot as a means of a twisted decoration. Incredible view back then from these benches. I remembered spending some time sitting here. It was a nice spot. The stone benches were still in good condition. It was just the view from their vantage point that was horrid. The once beautiful feature of the yard, the fountain, was now filthy and in shambles. Sturdy metal wire prevented me from opening this door. Okay. The worn-out tool fell apart when I used it for the second time. Well, crap. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're here now. I wonder if I can, unlock this door. Lock from the other side. I gotta walk through. I can still remembering the soothing sound of the water flowing, and part of me wished to see the fountain working again. Sad and naked plant, which might have been gorgeous and colorful ones, decorated the center of the gallery, the perfect metaphor for Hanwell Mental Institute. What are these pictures? Dr. Ann Ebersbacher, psychologist. Chilling. Is that a person? Is that a butt? No, it's not. What is that person doing? It means it doesn't have any leaves. I don't recall if patients were allowed inside the gallery, but with these sorts of paintings, I hoped not. What is that picture? Is that having a baby? Oh no, baby Ted! Close your eyes. Who's this guy? Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, psychiatrist. I think it was a picture of a woman having a baby. I didn't recall where this door led, but it was jammed beyond hope. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to get a shovel or something. Or a scoop. Or a trowel. Sink had long since outlived its usefulness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig through that pile there at some point. I finally found myself inside the therapy room. The whole place was in a state of disarray, as if everyone had left in a hurry. Notes. Patients in Group F showed a marked improvement in their mood and awareness, as well as willingness to communicate and interact with their peers. The inexplicable regression in Group E continues to puzzle me. I'll discuss their individual issues separately. Lenny used to be a kind of leader figure, very communicative, someone the rest of the group looked up to, but he's been more withdrawn recently, lost in what seems like dark thoughts he refuses to share. Uh-oh. In the case of Hodgson, I could guarantee a smooth session, provided nobody brought up anything related to the nature of his trauma, but he's growing increasingly tense and neurotic. Crawford has always been troublesome, but he seems more on edge than usual, and even more of a problem these days. Rebecca? should have been allowed an abortion. LaRoche beginning to believe he's a lost cause. Am I LaRoche? I think I might be LaRoche. Did she just say I'm a lost cause? A hint of faint moonlight dared find its way inside this abandoned room. In my sudden vision, I was part of a group of patients in the therapy room. A female doctor seemed to care about the session. Not us, but merely the outcome of the session. Memories were trying to surface, but my mind insisted on blocking them. Bertrand LaRoche. Age 35. Condition moderate. Bertrand LaRoche is a curious case. He is a shy, docile patient with a mind seemingly trapped in his innermost recondite thoughts. Coming from a family of French immigrants and having experienced a troubled childhood afflicted by war, LaRoche has always had issues making friends. No doubt, in part, thanks to his monotone, outlandish manner of speech. His verbal expression often devolves into unintelligible murmurs during otherwise plain and straightforward conversations. The current diagnosis is that this is assumed to be schizophrenic behavior. That being said, once someone earns his trust, LaRoche can become a capable and pleasant conversationalist. Yet recently, the patient seems less keen on communicating, often spending an unusual amount of time simply staring out of the windows in the game room. Specialists feel he will succumb to an irreversible state of catatonia. How am I Hodgson? I don't know. Middle case is empty. There seemed to be a missing reel. Oh, what's this?
Are you feeling better today? More or less, I think. Are you getting along better with work? No. I don't like the tunnels. It's suffocating in them. I'm sure you'll get accustomed in time. No, it's not fair. I shouldn't be doing this.
What makes you say that?
Because it doesn't feel right. Being there. I don't think that is what I was brought here for.
But you are helping. You should feel proud of yourself. Are you in doubt because of something else? Are you scared, for instance?
Yes, I am. I don't want to go into the dark place again. They said it was going to be all right, but I could feel the monster coming for me.
Monster? What monster?
Well, just because I have a French name doesn't mean that I have to have a French accent. Alright, I guess we're doing this. We're looking at all these peoples. What?
You are not in good shape, Bertrand. You know it will only get worse. You must talk.
I hate you. I hate this place. You're all bad with me and my friends.
You'll come to understand, Bertrand, eventually. But we must deal with this. You have a chance to end it right here, right now.
I don't believe you. You have been lying to me all this time.
That's not true. And if you tell me what you saw...
He's barely got an accent.
It's that simple.
I can't remember. It's too fuzzy and dark.
Come on, Bertrand. Try harder.
No. I'm scared.
Come on. Tell me what you saw.
No. It will come for me. It knows. It knows.
Calm down or I'll have to call the guards.
It's inside me.
What? What is inside you?
What in the hell? Guys, I don't know. I suspect this may be a mad hospital. This might be like mad doctors and stuff. I don't know. This might be an insane asylum, I think.
How are you feeling today? Tired. I want to sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. How was your day? It was fine, I guess. We played some games in the afternoon. They are always the same, but I still like them. But the others aren't so happy.
It's understandable. We'll try to get you some new games. Has anything of importance occurred to you lately?
A new woman arrived today with a big belly. She is pretty. I like her. But she was hysterical and punched Nurse Marion on the face.
I know, and we're dealing with that. But I was referring if anything has happened to you lately.
I don't know. I am so tired.
Why are you tired? Tell me. We're here to help.
It's being down there, working with all the dust and the bugs. It's too hard. I'm too tired. I can't stand them anymore.
What is this that you can't stand anymore?
The voices. They are everywhere. And they whisper inside your head. They are evil.
I don't... Did we watch all these? I don't know. Did we watch that one? I don't remember.
Are you feeling better today?
More or less, I think.
Are you getting along better with work?
Yeah, I think we watched this one.
No. I don't like the tunnels. It's suffocating in there.
Yeah, I think we saw enough. Alright. Nothing but still darkness outside, which only made me feel more apprehensive. So many names. No wonder Hanwell Institute had been renowned. This place was highly active back in its heyday.
Since the renovation of the Institute began, more patients have become agitated and difficult to manage, as if it was the architecture of their own bodies being reconfigured. The construction work has disturbed their existence in a way I couldn't predict. Some are even presenting with odd injuries, which none of the nurses can explain. Are the patients harming themselves? Is this building so firmly interrelated with their identities that changes in its structure will impact their states of mind by means of a kinesthetic regression? They rationalize structural changings in the surrounding geometry by imprinting them in their own flesh. Hodgson's is the worst example. Where are those burn marks coming from? I made inquiries and nobody saw him get burned. Perhaps he was allowed to assist in the kitchen and he refuses to discuss the burnings. And knowing how much the subject terrifies him, I did not press him further. But the scars are disturbing other patients in Group E. They believe his scorched skin is some kind of heavenly punishment or stigmata. And they're all going to suffer the same fate. This is ridiculous and degrading. They were my best group, my most remarkable achievement. Yet no one gives a damn. I swallowed my pride and consulted directly with Alice. But the pompous asshole suggested it was my inexperience at fault, my responsibility to ensure the safety of patients. So what the hell are you supposed to do then? Instead of hiding in your office, do something about your staff. And when the moron isn't jerking off at his desk,
What?
he supervises the construction work. Why is a psychiatrist so deeply involved with the conversion to the unit system? None of this makes sense. I hate myself for losing my mind. Every therapy session is now a burden. I need to reconnect with the patients. They must tell me more. Lenny is still more forthcoming than the rest, but he won't say a word about the bruises. And Hodgins, how did you burn yourself like that? If not the kitchen, the only other place. No. Impossible. They're not allowed down there.
So, who am I anyways? Am I Hudson? Am I burnt all over the place? I don't know. And it is whatever I say it is, BB10. If you want me to say it better, then you can get on streams and do all this reading and enunciating yourself. I have to get on here and read these long-ass documents. Alright. I think that's all we're gonna get in here. I think I do a pretty good job, all considering. No, I'm a strike like you! The fence had come loose from the window, which I trusted would be fixed for the reopening. The game room used to burst with activity in its heyday. It was a fine accomplishment of the Institute that patients could coexist peacefully playing games together, but now the room was in shambles. The sofa might have been comfortable once, but at present, sitting here was out of the question. I don't ever recall hearing the alarm sound in the game room, which spoke volumes about the friendly and soothing nature of this place. It reminded me of my childhood. The red crayon was in better shape than the others, so I took it with me. Just an old toy. Some of the drawings by the other patients could sometimes get a little scary. Ominous, but with a hint of beauty. The fireplace was a nice way to get the room warm back then, but the staff needed to keep a close eye on the more unruly patients. I believe this was the table patients chose for playing games when it was cold, because of its privileged position near the fireplace. I had no idea what that was. The radio's batteries were dead. Back in the days, it was nice to sit in this cozy sofa by the fireplace. Completely dried plant. No idea which books were at the end of this ladder, but likely the more boring ones. Physiology. I swear, what is with these pictures? Miscellanea? Am I looking for something in particular? These books were numbered in a strange way. It all seemed disarranged, lacking any kind of system. Another collection of books unrelated to my search. What am I even searching for? The window was covered in some kind of mold. They were going to spend a long time cleaning up this place. I don't even know what I'm looking for, so... Aha! Well... guess I got through that way. What am I supposed to be doing now? Hold on. Investigate about Bertrand. I mean, I gotta still go investigate about that guy? Did I have to watch every one of those videos? Not videos, but the reels, films. Yeah, but I don't remember which ones I did. Oh, shit. Alright, fine. Watch more. Did we watch this one? We skip this. Oh. Oh. Did I put the right reel in? Oh. I don't know. Shit. Oh, I know we did the bottom one. I think a reel is missing, though.
Bertrand, are you feeling all right? Talk to me. Don't make me lose my patience. I don't have all day. Leave me alone. I understand you must feel angry, but we're doing this for your well-being. You are lying. It hurts. I can't sleep. There are dark things in my dreams. Just calm down. Take a deep breath and relax. We'll explain it to you, but you have to trust me. I don't know. I am so tired. I can't think anymore. What about your fear? Think about your last session. Do you remember now? There's only darkness, and it moves there. It's been waiting, and now it knows we're here.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I watched all the reels there. I don't know where that missing reel would be. Yeah, but... It says, investigate about Bertrand, the patient from the tapes. This Bertrand, whose name sounded oddly familiar to me, seemed to have been subject to a disturbing interview. But for what purpose? I had to learn more. That's bad. Well, why am I checking the audio recorder again? I already listened to it.
Since the renovation of the Institute began, more patients have become. The construction work has disturbed the other patients. They rationalize Hodgson, her head, but this is ridiculous. I swallowed. So what the hell? And when none of them every therapy and Hodgson's.
Yeah, I already, I don't know what to... Circle of chairs gave me a strange feeling of familiar comfort and vague anxiety. Where is this missing reel? I feel like I need to find this missing reel. The Frenchman's file? Didn't I find his file? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to see that. Let's see. Unsettling rumors. Report about... See, I did find his file. Bertrand LaRoche. Oh, music change.
Hi again, Lenny.
Hi.
Nope. Hold on, let's see.
What can you tell me about Bertrand?
Bertrand. That name sounds familiar. He was a friend.
Yes, Lenny, I think he was too. Do you know where I can find him? Think hard, please.
I'm not sure, but I remember him. We sat together many times.
Nothing else, Lenny?
I'm so sorry, but no.
Well, that's not gonna get me anywhere. I gotta talk to somebody else.
See you around, Lenny.
And I can't get past them. See if, Miller knows.
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your
See.
I'm looking for information on a patient called Bertrand.
Bertrand. He's one from the old group, right?
I believe so. I've seen footage of him in the therapy room.
Footage? Intriguing. I'll have to take a look at that. But yes, of course he sounds familiar. He's here tonight.
What do you mean, here? Physically?
Physically? What are you, a ghost hunter? Of course in flesh and blood. He's one of the patients being relocated.
This is an incredible development. Where can I see him?
I don't have such details. All I know is that he's in the same cell where he used to be.
I'll be on my way.
I gotta go talk to Bruno. I wish I could just teleport downstairs. That would be great. No, it wouldn't be. It would be not cheating. It would be game mechanics. Well, where the hell is he? Is he actually looking at me? I wasn't desperate enough to enter. I wasn't desperate enough to enter that cell without first dealing with the high-risk patient in some way. I don't know where he is. I gotta go talk to Lisa. I mean, Julia. I'm just trying to get to midnight so I can stop. I feel like we're really close to getting to midnight.
Oh, one more thing, Julia. Turns out this patient Bertrand is back at the Institute, and he might be relevant to my research.
That's interesting. What are you planning to do?
I would like to pay him a visit, but I'm not quite sure where his cell is.
Well, no patients are on the upper floors that I know of. The whole female wing remains closed for renovations, so your only option is the male low-risk wing on this floor.
Alright, thank you.
So, that's it?
I'm done for now.
I'm gonna go stomp around upstairs. Open. I can't do a forever stream. Ugh, I'm tired. She don't even care. She getting paid minimum wage. She don't care. I guess it's time to start knocking on some cells. Locked. The sight of these deeply disturbed people was disheartening. Door was locked, but surely someone in the Institute had a key to it. Let's see. Oh, is that Bertrand? Some children's books, it seemed, were scattered under the bed. Didn't seem comfortable, and I wasn't planning to confirm the theory anyways. What happened? Another vision, but with a clear sense of purpose. This patient Bertrand had seen something of major importance, which he absent-mindedly attempted to draw on the floor. But what? Had I also seen it? What had they done to you, Bertrand? Bertrand? There he was, seemingly in a state of catatonia or trance. I wondered if he'd be willing to help. How could I get him to talk? There's an old empty stand, sad like the rest of the furniture. Maybe if I had the music box.